says we're live.
Yeah, now everybody knows.
No, because I was still talking about it before we went live, so nobody knows.
All right, then I'll let you off.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, look, I look as though I've got a bit of wire growing out of my head. That thing. What is it?
It's your plug socket, I think.
It's just, yeah, it's just the, oh, hello. Hello.
Okay, this thing is clicking madly between me and you. Do I want it to do that? I can never remember.
Yes, that's fine. It's when I talk, it shows me, and when you talk, it shows you.
Okay, it's just because we're both talking at once then. That's what's making
Have you
it so
got a white
crazy.
box clicked on your... Should we say hello to the people rather than just
I said hello a minute ago. I went, hello.
Hello, people.
Hello, people of YouTube. Hello, people. Oh, God. Buddy's here.
Oh.
Buddy thinks burglars are here. They're not here. Excuse the chewing. I've got a cough suite on the go because just before we went live on air, I was literally coughing up a lung onto the keyboard. So
now there's a delightful image for you all to have in your heads.
Well, we chavs, we talk this way. So let's have a quick look and see who is in the chat, shall we? I've got Peter, he's not there, although he said he was. Heather the Treasure Pirate, we've got Reselling Polly, we've got Karen, No Crust Just More, Jason Entwistle, Ryan Doing It Yourself, Lifestyle, blah blah blah, Sib K, hi Sib K, Bumcrack Picker, Jason Entwistle, I think I've said Jason Entwistle already, Chris B, Karen Fisher, if I've missed anyone I'm sorry, Michelle Brady. Yeah, so a nice lot of people who've got nothing better to do. Southwest Sellers is in, hi Gary.
Hello, Steve. Falling on a bruise, Andrea.
Yeah, falling on a bruise is Andrea, not Phoebe. Sue's Par's a shame. Shell Staruni, Missy Moo, Al Zatic. I think I got everyone. Hi.
Where's the lady with the tin pan name? I wanted to say her name.
Alianne Tin Can Copper Kettle Breast Pan Friendly. She's not here.
She's not, is she?
Say it anyway. Alianne Tin Can Copper Kettle Breast Pan Friendly. Okay. Sib K says he missed me in a non-Ryan creepy way. Is that Ryan being the creepy, or you're in a non-Ryan creepy way? Where's the creepy fitting in?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel you'd have been better with a comma in that sentence somewhere, yeah, just to clarify.
Make that a bit ambivalent.
Yeah.
Shell Staruni says she thinks it's the first time she's caught us live. You haven't been missing.
I should say I've switched around since we last did a live stream. I've rearranged my office, and that's why you can see a different view behind me. I'm not somewhere else. I'm in the same place, just the other way round.
I'm in exactly the same place I'm always in, just here. So, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk first off about Crimbo festivities and were they wonderful? Were yours wonderful?
It was a Christmas.
So, okay, it says it's non-Ryan, non-creepy way. And we are joined by Kelly Seek and Resell. Hi, Kelly.
Hello. So, yeah, it was... Christmas isn't my favourite thing. I enjoyed Vlogmas. Let's just say that.
We enjoyed your Vlogmas as well.
Thank you.
You were.
Did you have a nice Christmas?
Did I? Sorry, I'm nearly losing my cough suite.
Nice. Carla's locket's about to be viewed by the internet.
Not a locket, it's a Jakeman's, which are extremely strong. And this is not a sponsored video, but God, I wish it was, because they're actually the only ones that actually work. So there you go, Jakeman's, give me a ring. Look at my white stripe.
Yeah, you need to get down to Superdrug and get some hair dye.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we did have a good Christmas, thank you. Quiet, nothing much happened.
Caroline, my wall needs replastering. Looks like damp damage. Whereabouts?
Oh, that bubbling, I think.
This used to be the outside wall of the house. And it's like pebble dashed or whatever. Pebble dash, is that right? That's what they used to call it, wasn't it?
Before you added the west wing.
And when they added this conservatory type bit on, they didn't bother replastering the wall. God knows why, because they must have spent 20 grand on bloody windows, looking at the amount of them. But yeah, they didn't bother replastering that. So yeah, it does look as though it's a bit odd. And it is a bit odd, but there we go.
Karen's been ill. Her sister-in-law poisoned her.
God, see, someone had a worse Christmas than me. Hope you're feeling better now.
And apparently, Shell Staruni has asked Ryan if he's going to keep it clean, and Ryan's not making any promises. Oh dear. Heather says she has the white stripe phenomenon from time to time, not just me then. And Falling on a Bruise, which is Phoebe, says get some lemon, honey, and cider vinegar and hot water.
It's not Phoebe. It's Andrea.
Falling on a Bruise is not Phoebe, it's Andrea. Oh my God, why can't I do that? Why can't I do it?
Phoebe is Phoebe. Phoebe is Phoebe.
Phoebe. Falling on a Bruise is Andrea. Falling on a Bruise, will you please change your names to Falling on a Bruise, I am Andrea? Idiots! You cannot grasp a simple concept of your actual name. Good God. Sib's case says my room looks mahusive, and it looks like I've got rolls of something on the bed. This is a chest of drawers, and these are rolls of Christmas wrapping paper that now need to be put away somewhere. That's what that is.
Oh, I see. When the screen I watch with them, we're actually talking. We've got our little things over that. So yeah, I couldn't see that at all. And I was thinking I could see it, but yeah, now I understand.
Polly says root spray. I've got root spray. I just haven't used it today, but I have got some.
Says Phoebe is Femme Fashion. Oh yes, she is. Sorry,
but I don't know why I can't get why my brain won't do that.
Yeah, she's Phoebe Finn on Facebook. That was a lot of fuzz in one sentence, wasn't it? Phoebe Finn on Facebook.
And Ryan wants to know how our sales have been this week from Christmas Day onwards. The man's got a one-track mind.
Who cares? It's Christmas. No, well, my sales have been all right, actually, ticking along. Not amazing, not rubbish, ticking. Yours, Carla?
Slow. I had some auctions in last night, most of which ended on 99p, so not very exciting. But yeah, bearable. Yeah, we won't die. We won't starve to death.
Yeah. I need to
Ryan wants to know what your best present was.
Sorry?
Ryan wants to know what your best present was.
My best present was my hair straighteners, which I was talking about just before we someone sold some stuff. I've got to just read that. Shasta Rooney sold plenty of soft toys and a couple of sparkly jackets. Don't talk to me about sparkly jackets. Don't.
Very sore point.
I only got rid of a Frank Usher beaded jacket. Could you tell them to come and buy my Frank Usher beaded dress to go with it, please? Velvet, it's lovely. So for £18, that's reduced a lot. Yes. Sorry, where were we? Best present. What's your best present, Carla?
I don't know. I had a Kindle Paperwhite, which is I did have this. Bear with. I'm just going to blot out the sun with my arms.
Kindle Paperwhite is a great present. I love my Kindle.
It was a really good present. Yeah. I got this. Can you see that?
Yes.
It says my first novel, and it's a massive notebook with, one of those notebooks that's actually far too nice to write in. Look at this beautiful flyleaves.
Oh, we were talking about lovely notebooks last time we went shopping, weren't we?
Yeah.
That is a lovely one.
It is a stunning book. It's called My First Novel, and it was bought for me by my friend, and the reason she bought it for me is because I have written about 6 chapters of a novel.
Have you?
Which she was given to read, and she enjoys it so much that she wants to know what happens next, and I haven't written anything in it about for 2 years.
What's it
been
about?
About 2 years, because I just dried up a bit, so...
What's it about?
Just chicklet.
Usual
girl meets boy, girl doesn't like boy, they decide they like each other in the end and get together, but I haven't got an end yet, so...
Oh, okay. I want to read it.
I will see if I can find the file and send it across to you.
Caroline, what did you give your maid, butler, gardener and cook? Well, money, obviously. They all want money, don't they? Christmas bonus.
A shilling each in their Christmas box.
Yeah, and also a half day off.
And a new apron. Apparently the new apron is traditional, isn't it? A half day, a new apron and a shilling. And my children were able to have 1 piece of coal each this year instead of having to share a piece of coal like they usually do.
Good job we don't take offence, Carla, isn't it? Because a lot of people do.
Oh, God, there's so many offended people in the world. So many of them.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to put my seat up a bit. That's why I'm falling about the place.
What are you flailing around there for? Chelsea Rooney has just said, only just opened some today and was tempted, but I'm not sure what it is she's not opened. Oh, Christmas presents. Karen asks, who's listed a Christmas present already? And Chelsea Rooney says, I've only just opened some today and I was tempted.
I have just photographed one. Does that count?
I've sold one of mine. I sold one of mine before Christmas.
Now that's quite impressive. Did you unwrap it first?
And mine says, have I treated myself to anything 20% off on eBay? And the answer is no, I haven't.
I've got 4 different accounts, so I got 4 20% off, and I was all quite excited. And honestly, I just can't even find anything I want to buy.
No, it's all a bit slow.
20% is not enough, really.
I sold my second £1 challenge item.
Oh, well done. What was that?
The tea, coffee and sugar canisters. I've sold those. And I have bought my next £1 challenge item, which may be a bit of a long shot. That is these.
Bowden.
Bizarre. Where have you gone? I've lost my window again. There you are.
Is it Bowden?
Not Bowden. They are cerise pink velvet jeans.
I knew that from the lining inside the waistband.
Typical Bowden lining. So that's my next £1 challenge item.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm struggling with this cough sweet.
Have you not finished it yet? Chew it.
No, they're huge. They're like bricks.
Just swallow it.
Lady Ray says, me too, Carla, though I haven't written my novel for about 8 years. I must dig it out and we could be the next J.K. Rowling.
Now, that would be nice. Remember who your friends are when you're the next J.K. Rowling.
Al's Attic's off to buy a Kallax. I don't know if she means now or just later.
What's a
and motor
Kallax?
trade.
What's a Kallax?
This is a Kallax, one of these units.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me while I just take a call from my daughter. Hello, I'm live streaming and now so are you.
Can you put her on speaker so we can hear?
Bye. No, she's gone. She rang me to tell me that the shoes are probably a 5.
Oh, what? The stripper shoes?
Yes.
Oh, my God, people. Wait till you see these shoes. They're outrageous.
I bought these splendid shoes last night from a friend of Natalie's. They're an 8-inch heel and a 4-inch platform. They are a splendid, splendid shoe, as you can see.
You're going to look so nice in those on New Year's Eve. Absolutely.
I'm going to totter around the place like that. So, so the thing is they have no size label in them, so I had to get Natalie to message her friend and say, what flipping size are they? Because all I could tell you was they were not big enough for my hoofs. So, yeah, those are going in our challenge. This is my new challenge item for our challenge, because I've got about 17 quid available in the pot.
Kate says, I have a suspicion that Carla and Caroline unknowingly have different rules for the challenge.
Really? Go on, Sib. Do tell us.
You do know that Carla has a different challenge going on as well, right? This one.
I have 2 separate challenges. It's okay, yeah.
Carla's £1 one is not. I'm not doing that. We've got the £10 one together, but as far as I know, we have the same rules. Do we not?
I think so, yeah. Unless you've made up some new ones and not told me.
Caroline, when is the Marks and Spencer last day sale? I don't know. No idea.
Come on, Caroline. Why don't you know when Marks and Spencer's last day sale is?
I'm honestly not sure.
Call yourself an information service?
Clearly not, no.
I'm Janet Planton and Graham Nichols. I didn't see these people live. Hello, people. Graham Nichols says that shoe came from Elton John's wardrobe. Carla should keep those to get up to the loft. If I put those on, I wouldn't need the ladder. Yeah, Sid K says, oh, there's 2. It was £10 and £1 that was confusing him. So Caroline and I are doing Grow Your Tenor, and then I also have a £1 challenge which runs on different lines. I did actually sell an item from our challenge last night. It was the red wide fit cozy feet shoes that I bought for £3. They went for $38.99, so that was quite nice. It's not nice for me. I don't want you to win. Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was a bit of a cackle, wasn't that? Sorry, I'm just eyeballing my neighbour's front door over the road. He's away for Christmas and somebody's lurking on his doorstep and I'm not quite sure who. Oh. Not the postman, is it? No, it's definitely not the postman. I've just worked out who it is and it's definitely not the postman. But I might have to rush out and do my Marvel Avengers impression. Steve says, my mate had a stripper with shoes like that before. She nearly fell over twice, apparently. Apparently. When Carla showed me the shoes this morning, Steve, I said, oh, they look like pole dancer shoes. We were on Messenger, but I actually said pole danger instead of dancer. I said I would definitely be a pole danger if I put them on. Yeah. A Freudian slip, I feel. Sorry, I'm putting hand cream on, that's why Dogs! Let's not do it. Let's not. Sorry, I'm scrolling through the chat.
It's Ryan looking for Deborah Stevens.
Trying to get into a loft. Buddy, no. No. No.
Maybe I should have a go at your £1 challenge as well. Mind you, I never find any £1 stuff in the charity shops here.
Because you don't look.
No, it's not.
Because you're so excessively wealthy that you only go to the large ticket item.
Yeah, that must be it. Oh, here's my son. Hello.
Hello, you online?
Yes.
What? Or like?
Hi, Will.
Hello.
He won't come and show you his face because he's got the most giant spot you've ever seen.
I bet it's not as big as the one I had before Christmas. Mine was like another head.
What's your spot?
Are you actually streaming? Oh no, I'm not. What are you talking about? No.
What do you want?
Oh, I was just telling you I'm going to see Carla tomorrow and Jamie at some point before
Right.
New Year's.
Splendid, thank you.
Bye.
Kai, will you stop?
Enjoy your stream.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you.
Bye.
Honestly, these dogs.
Are you two not going to grab a bargain?
M&S sale, I think.
Oh, I did an online order from the M&S sale yesterday. If that's sort of half for me and half to sell, but there's nothing amazing on there at the moment.
I haven't looked at any sales. I haven't got any money to spend. I don't need anything.
Yeah, I have to say, post-Christmas sales don't particularly interest me. I like to hibernate, really. This is the most sociable thing I'm going to do until New Year's Eve.
Yeah, the idea of going places where people are is just no. Sib K says, Buddy's trying to tell you there's a boy falling down a well.
Just like Skippy the bush kangaroo.
What's that, Buddy? Someone needs our help. Show us the way, boy.
No, Buddy's saying he wants to post Christmas pyjamas on.
No, he doesn't. He's lying on the bed, and if a dog could raise an eyebrow, that dog would be doing it now. He'd be like, Laney Ray said, that's good news, Karen. I hope you get someone nice. I don't know what Karen's getting. And Cats Rants has joined us. Hi, Cats Rants. Oh, my horrible, noisy neighbour moved out yesterday. She's very happy, so hoping you get a nice new neighbour.
Absolutely. Now, tell me, you've saved this story for this, your phone call with eBay.
Just bear with me another second. Kai! Shut up!
If I was Kai, I'd be shutting up now. I can tell you that.
Turn him into a rug. A large stew and a rug. My phone call with eBay this morning. Is that lurking man? Is that the one I'm on about? Hurl the shoe out of the window and save the world.
Oh, Graham, that made me laugh my head off.
It can be so damaging. My phone call with eBay this morning was in regards to a set of table mats, which I sold and posted out on the 15th of December. No, that's not true. Sold and posted out on the 12th of December. On the 15th of December, they were delivered. The tracking shows them as delivered through the customer's letterbox. The customer sent me a message on Boxing Day, because obviously they had nothing better to do and assumed I also had nothing better to do, saying, no table mats. Where are they? Where is tracking? Now, bearing in mind that I sync postage with eBay anyway, so it uploads tracking when I dispatch, you know.
Oh.
They opened a case, and so I replied to the case. And for some reason, the tracking wasn't in it. I don't know why the tracking isn't in the case. That what's that all about? So it said to me, the case said, if you have tracking details, add them here to reassure your buyer, which I did. And then I put a message on saying, tracking shows item was delivered on 15th of December, posted through letterbox. The buyer has not replied in any way, shape or form, but my funds are on hold in my PayPal. Now, this annoys me because my tracking shows delivered.
Yeah.
So I rang them this morning to say, my tracking shows the item has been delivered. Please, can you sort this out? And I had 10 minutes of an idiot telling me that I needed to wait until the 4th of January, after which time, if my buyer had not confirmed or had confirmed that they had received the item, the case would be closed and my funds would be released. I was like, but he's not going to confirm that he's received the item because he's saying he hasn't received the item. Well, if at that point you have tracking that shows that the item has been delivered, blah, 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 I said, but I have tracking now. I have tracking now that shows the item has been delivered. There's the tracking. You can see it says delivered. Well, on the 4th of January, if you're able to show us that tracking on that date, then
Oh,
we, what the
God.
hell, I'm showing you the tracking. I said to him, if I was telling you there had been a murder and I was showing you a dead body, would you tell me to come back on the 4th of January and see if he was still dead? Is that how that would work? No. I'm telling you now, this item has been delivered. Hermes are not going to go and change that tracking in the next 8 days. They're not going to go back and go, oh, actually, we don't think we did. We'll just change the tracking. The tracking says delivered. On the 4th of January, it will say delivered. So why have I got to wait another 8 days for you to release my funds? The item has been delivered according to the tracking. Yes, well, if your buyer comes and says it's been delivered, I said, and what if they don't? What if they don't come and say it's been delivered? Well, then if you have tracking that says it will, we were closing your frame. I got that now! I have the tracking that says it's been delivered! Ah! And then I said to the guy, it's still the festive period, and I'm sure you don't want to hear what I'm going to say next. So I'll say goodbye to you. Happy New Year. She's like, I'm going to lose my shit completely. I'm just going to, you know.
Normally, they will, you know, they'll close it there and then if you've got tracking.
Yeah, there's your tracking. That'll do nicely. Thank you very much. No, I've got to wait till the 4th of January, and then if my tracking shows delivered, then it'd be fine.
Oh, I've had a similar one in the item says posted through letterbox. Buyer messaged me and said it hasn't been delivered. I said, well, I've checked the tracking. It does show that it's posted through your letterbox. Well, it hasn't been. And also it was an item that would have fitted through the letterbox. Then she opened a case. I phoned eBay and got it closed. Clearly you didn't say the right things, Carla, in my favour.
Would you like to ring them for me?
When she was originally messaging me, she was emailing me direct rather than messaging me through eBay, which immediately made me think, this is a bit odd. Why would you go to the trouble of finding my email address rather than doing it through eBay? Anyway, the eBay case closed in my favour because it showed as delivered. And then within 10 minutes of that closing, she opened a PayPal case. That annoys me when they can open a case for the same thing. This was just before Christmas. So I spent about another 40 minutes, I think, on the phone to PayPal, getting passed from pillar to post. That took, because of course they put the funds back on hold again straight away, don't they, once they open with PayPal. So you've just got your funds back from eBay and they put them on hold again. They need to sort that out, really. They shouldn't be able to open the same case twice. I mean, also PayPal can see at their end that there's been an eBay case and it's been closed. Anyway, whatever. Eventually the PayPal case got closed in my favour. She then tried to leave a negative feedback, because I saw it on my Auctiva summary, which they can't do once you've won the case. And then she was emailing me again last night saying that she's been back to Hermes and I have to contact them. And she reckons that they've sent her a map showing that it was delivered to an address different from hers or something. But you know, I don't know if she's got it or not, but I've won 2 cases now, so don't know really. It's a difficult one because I think maybe she hasn't got it, but if it shows us delivered, there's really not an awful lot more you can do, is there?
Yeah, exactly. Hermes aren't going to do any more. Hermes are not going to go, oh, well, perhaps we've sent it to the wrong house. We'll pop out and do a bit of a knock on with the neighbours and see if any of them have got it for you. That's not going to happen. Hermes are going to say, we have delivered. That's it. Yeah. I'm damned if I'm refunding for things that show as delivered. I'm just not.
You do get
bad enough refunding for things that are delivered and are exactly as I described, and then get sent back under a lie.
Oh God, are we going to talk? I was avoiding mentioning that one.
You mentioned your sparkly jacket. I'm mentioning my Slimming World packs. I had a sale just before Christmas of 3 Slimming World packs. I sold them cheaply because I wanted to move them quickly for Christmas. I took an offer of £8 on of £8 each for the 3, but the lady had asked me for a photo of the contents, and I'd sent her this when I was thinking she was going to buy 1. When she then purchased all 3 on this best offer, I sent her a further message saying the other 2 are different. Do you still want all 3? Expecting her to reply and say, well, what are the differences? And she just sent back, yes, that's fine, I'll take all 3. So posted them out to her. She then opened a case saying they were not as described because the main books were missing from 2 of the packs. And I thought, no, they really weren't. They were definitely in there. And after umpteen messages back and forth, the packs came back to me and the main books were in all 3 packs. And I messaged her to say, I've just received these and the main books are there. And why on earth did you not think they were? But anyway, I said to her, please check again. They may look like this. They may have a different cover. Please check again. She'd got very irate about about how I was trying to rip her off, and then I got very irate because I knew damn well what I'd sent her, so I got very angry. At one point I called her monumentally stupid, which was quite entertaining.
The messages were very good.
And yeah, so they came back with the packs with the main books in them. I messaged them and said they're all still in here. And she went, "Oh, sorry, I must not have noticed. Still, I've returned them now, so please send me my money." At which point I kind of lost the plot slightly. I was kind of like, do you mean that even after I said to you, please check again, and described them to you, still didn't bother to check again? This is very unbelievable. You're plainly lying about this, blah, blah, blah. You're basically lying because you didn't like the contents of the other 2 packs and you decided you didn't want them, wanted to return. The thing is, you're entitled to return them. That's fine, except for the fact that I'd already told you the packs were different. So if you had asked me about the differences in the first place, instead of just saying, yes, I'll take all 3, we wouldn't be in this situation. I'm going to be out of pocket on the original postage regardless, because the law lets you get away with that shit. And furthermore, why should I've now given you a label to return them, and now I'm out of pocket on that as well. So I escalated the case with eBay to say to them, I don't mind refunding her. After all, I have to do that by law. The distance selling regulations say that I have to give her a refund if she doesn't want the item she purchased. That's fine. It's not fine. I hate it. It makes me want to kill people. But it's just the law. You have to accept it. But I don't have to pay your return postage if you just don't want what you ordered. So I escalated a case for that. And they just closed it without a word. They never contacted me, just closed the case, refunded her, sent me a message, we've decided in her favour. Now, it's only £3, so at that point I went, stop now, before your head explodes, you know, and let her get away with it. But I know where she lives, and I might pop round one day.
It's so frustrating, isn't it, the cases like that? It feels like we've had our fair share of them the last month or so.
Yeah, they all seem to come at once, don't they? Like buses.
Yeah, I mean, I know they have to have a system that works, you know, but for the majority, I get that, and there will be the odd one, but it does feel like it's massively loaded in the buyer's favour. I noticed that Kat said just a bit further up the chat that the people who lie about not as described are the worst, and I completely agree. Absolutely. Yeah. I hate
because
that.
you're entitled to a bloody refund, and you've just basically taken me for another £3 and 5p. Despite, you know, the postage that I sent out in the first place, you've just taken me all for all of it, and you're an absolute cow. And you lied to me, and then in a later message, you admitted you had lied to me.
Yeah.
My father now. Bear with. Hiya, Dad. Can I ring you back in a minute? Okay, cheers. Bye. Yeah, so she admitted in a message that she had lied, and the reason why, and they just closed the case in, you know, they never even gave me a chance to say that to them. I did put, when I escalated the case, buyer admits that the packs were exactly as described. I should not have to pay her return postage. Not a flicker. And then this morning, so then when this guy this morning is talking to me about eBay seller protection and whatever, and I'm like, don't, let's not go down that road, mate, because I'll ruin your new year. I really will.
Yeah. Oh, Heather's just said, I had someone say the brown jumper was not red, and therefore there was something wrong with it. What? Because they didn't like the colour? That's just...
Yeah, so if they bought a brown jumper and wished it was red. Return
approved, but I'm not sending a return label. No, it's just, they'll probably force you to eventually, Heather, but yeah, I know how you feel. It's just, it's as you say, it's bad enough having to accept returns. It's okay, it's part of being a business seller and all that.
You just have to accept it, don't you? It's annoying, you have to accept it.
Yes, and it's gutting when it's a good sale and it's something you've got hold on. Oh yes, I'm pleased to have got rid of that. That's a good price or whatever, and it comes back. You know, it's all part and parcel. But it just feels like adding insult to injury, that bloody £3 label, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now, see, Ryan's got a valid point here. He says, question, a buyer buys an item for $13.99, complains about it and wants to return it. Do you ever just refund them to cut out all this waste of time when you could be enjoying life or listing, lol? Yes, in certain circumstances. For example, when I sold a cat flap last week and the guy messaged me and said, have you realised the main bit's missing? I went, oh God, I'm so sorry, here's your refund. Don't bother sending it back. It's plainly no good to me. It probably is my mistake. If I believe I'm at fault, then you'll have a refund, no problem. If you just want to return it because you don't like it, or you're too fat, or you're too thin, or you thought it was something else, or you bought a book when you thought you were buying a bloody lampshade or something, why should I give you your money back because you're an idiot? If it's my error, then frequently I will refund without expecting return. A useless item's no good to me. There's no point me paying extra to get rubbish sent back.
Yeah.
So you know, so I don't just march around going on principle everyone can return everything. If it's my error and if it's not going to be any use to me when it comes back, then by all means, you can have your money back and apologise, and I'll apologise.
Yeah.
But these Cinderella books in particular, I knew those books were in there because I had checked them. Because there is a page in them where you put your personal details, I had checked them to make sure that those personal details were removed. So I knew, beyond anything I have known in my life, you know, with a 1,000,000% that they were in there. I knew they were in there. I even said to her the package weighed 1.5 kilos. Each individual pack with all the books in weighs 500 grams. Therefore, 3 packs, 3 times 500 grams, 1.5 kilos. What are you suggesting I sent you instead? A bag of sand? You know?
Yeah.
I'm not. Shut up, please.
Yeah,
I'm not obsessed with principles, but I don't like people lying to me.
Yeah, I'm the same with giving people money back. I sold an electronic crossword dictionary thing before Christmas, 35 quid, and it was brand new. You could have saw the dog out, and it was brand new in its box. It hadn't ever come out of its packaging. I took it out to photograph it, but it was brand new, still sealed and everything. And had a nice message from the lady yesterday with 2 photographs saying they put batteries in and the display wasn't working, so it was obviously faulty, and you could see the lines going down the display. So I said, I'm terribly sorry, I'll issue you a full refund now. I mean, there's no point, but I mean, it was gutting. It was 35. I only paid a couple of quid for it, but it was a 35 quid sale. But when you can see that it's a, you know, it was genuine. Her message sounded genuine. The photographs were genuine. She wasn't aggressive in any way. Of course, I'm going to give her money back. You know, I'm not going to. What's the point of me paying 3 quid to get that back? Or what's the point of it at all? Even if she'd opened not wanting it at that point, it was faulty and there was no point getting it back. I've got sun issues here. Sorry, the sun is coming through a window that I don't have a blind on.
Pat on the Tyne has joined us, which is Chris Gotts. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you.
Hello. Oh, I'm Claire as well. Claire Thomas.
And Diary of Penny Pincher says, I always ask for a pic of any alleged fault before deciding to refund and not return, still waiting for photos of 2 damaged zips several months later. And Carrie says, Carla, give us the lady's telephone number so we can all ring and see if she'd like to join Slimming World.
I've got her address if you'd like it, Gary.
Yeah, the thing is, she wanted the packs to sell on. When I looked at her account, she sells this kind of thing. And I knew that I was selling them at less than I could get for them because, as I said, I wanted to move them quickly in time for Christmas. So I was quite happy to sell at a lower rate than I would normally get, and I took an offer and I was quite happy with all that. And what annoyed her is that 2 of them are the older covers of the books. The information hasn't changed, but the covers have been updated, and that's what annoyed her. But instead of just saying that, and then of course she knew then that I would have said, but I told you they were different. So she knew she wouldn't have got away with that, which is why she lied and said the books weren't there at all.
Yeah. What a nasty lady.
Yes. Reselling Polly, whose name is not Polly, I believe her name's Sam, which has just confused me no end.
Yeah.
Is off to the charity shop and post office. See you later.
Lots of the charity shops were closed this morning when I went into town. Sorry, I'm just going to try and shut that blind, see if it makes any difference.
I can see you getting blinded.
Yeah.
Shelster says the amount of people trying it on is incredible. I had 4 missing parcels in December, laid it on thick about having proof of posting and a Royal Mail can investigate, never heard anything more. And Carrie J says not enough protection rights for sellers from eBay, which is so true. It's all buyers protection and never mind us.
Sorry,
Carrie says if she's a reseller, let's all buy something from her. And then go, oh look, half of it's missing and send it back.
Nightmare. There's no blind on that one window that sliver of light is coming through. And I thought I was so clever changing my office round.
Could you not call the housekeeper and just get her to stand in the gap just to give you some shadow?
I could if she wasn't off, bitch.
That's what you get for giving people half days for Christmas.
I know, it's a bit much, isn't it?
Oh dear. So, challenge news. Where are you at with your challenge? With our challenge? With the challenge?
I am approximately 250 in profit.
I am approximately buggered, aren't I?
I don't know what you're up to.
Not that. And I've closed my spreadsheet and I can't open it without losing everything else. Nowhere near that. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can find it. What's oh bloody hell! What's the spreadsheet program called? Excel.
That's the one.
Oh dear, see the flipping coughs come back.
Gary, she is a reseller.
Yeah.
I'd really like to say her account name, but I don't think we better on the internet. If anybody wants, message us on Facebook. If anybody wants to go and buy something from her.
My file's open. I think my computer's on a go slow.
Question,
Okay, recent
the challenge money, what are you going to do when you get to 5k profit? I suspect we're not going to get to 5k profit, Ryan.
I suspect not, no.
We've got...
Sometime in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, God, that light is just horrific, isn't it? Go that way. Shall I just stream from here?
Why not?
Because that's normal, isn't it? Yeah.
I can't get my spreadsheet to open at all.
How can we join you on Facebook? We have if you search on Facebook, Caroline and Carla £10 challenge, I think it should come up. We've got a page for it.
We do have
Carla,
that, yes.
Caroline, I can't remember which way.
I might even be able to drop a link into the chat if I was a bit technical. Except nothing's working now. I've upset everything.
Shall I see if I can put the Facebook link?
Broken the internet. There it is. There. Nothing. I can't right click. It won't do anything. Copy link address. And drop into chat. There we go. That should be it. Gary's setting up a new eBay account called Carla's Revenge to order from this woman.
Excellent.
Great. That should be subtle enough, I'm sure. I can't get my flipping spreadsheet to open at all. It's just like, nope, not happening.
Weird.
I think it's just because my computer's doing too many things and it can't cope with it.
Oh, okay.
I'm considering getting a Mac. I don't have any money to buy a Mac, but I'm considering getting one anyway.
I love my Mac.
Do I want a Mac? Opinions in the chat about whether I want a Mac, please.
Definitely. Very good for
2x rated for Facebook. It's very boring in there. We don't put enough on there. We must do more of it.
Yes, I could put last night's sale on there, couldn't I?
Shasta really says, Carla breaks the internet with her bottom just like a Kardashian. Boom. I don't know which Kardashian I'm like, I'm sure.
They're all pregnant, those Kardashians, aren't they?
Oh, perhaps that's why she thinks I'm like them. I'm not pregnant, I just look pregnant. Are they all pregnant? They can't all be pregnant. One of them used to be a man.
A lot of them. No, not that one. No.
Just the other ones.
I don't know all their names. Rachel's a big Kardashians fan. Chloe, is it? Or Courtney? Or I don't know.
They all begin with K, don't they?
Yeah, and then one of the younger ones, and then the famous one. What's her bloody name? The one that's
Kim,
got
the one that's with Idiot.
Sorry?
Kim's the famous one,
yes,
isn't she?
That one. She's having a baby, but a surrogate baby.
Who's she having
I've
it for?
clearly spent far too much time on the Daily Mail website recently.
Well, who's she having it for?
Herself, but a surrogate.
But it's not a surrogate if you have it for yourself. That's just being pregnant.
No. She's having a baby by a surrogate. Someone else.
Well, so she's not pregnant then.
No. Well, but that's much the same, isn't it? She's having a baby.
Why the hell is she bothering?
I don't know. She's already had two of her own. Perhaps she didn't like being pregnant or giving birth or something.
See, if this kind of I want a large family, but I can't be bothered to give birth. Just bloody adopt some. Do what's her face did. Brad Pitt's missus. Go and adopt several of them.
Yes.
Hurrah! I can't remember which column is which.
Angelina, that was.
40 quid.
Am I doing something wrong? Link not available.
I am on 140 quid on the challenge. You have stuffed me.
Oh yes, it does say that it's not available. You're right, Len. Hang on, I will try again. Come on, Facebook. Here we are. Try that one, see if that works. Oh, that says it was not available as well. That's odd.
Perhaps Facebook have shut us down, eh? Oh, Glitter Sunflower says she can't have any more naturally. Well, adopt some then. You know, there's plenty of unwanted children out there, isn't there? Oh, I don't know. It's none of my business what Kim Kardashian does, is it? Do whatever you want, love.
Yeah, it's not
Don't
that
mind
easy
me.
to adopt kids, though, is it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is if you're extremely rich.
Probably, yeah. Madonna didn't seem to have any trouble, did she? And she's barking.
Yeah, and like I said, and Angelina face ache.
What should I make with my leftover turkey? Oh, turkey. I'm sick of turkey now. Curry,
I've got
everybody. So
mystery meat stew on the go at the moment. It's got all the meat left over from all of the cuts, so it's all in together. It seems all right.
oh, that sounds nice. I'll be round a bit later.
It seems all right. I had a bowl earlier on. It was all right.
Sounds good. Right, what else are we talking about? Is there anything else we haven't talked about that we need to?
Don't know. Is it? Oh,
Do you want to see what I bought at the charity shop?
Chris Gott says I'm going through the adoption process now. Quite straightforward, really. There's a story I didn't know about. Chris, would you like to tell us more, or is it something private and personal that you don't want to tell us more about?
I think the thing is that I know somebody, for example, who wasn't able to foster because she was deemed too overweight, which I think is bloody wrong. And they're quite judgmental with regards to smoking. I mean, okay, it's ideal not to be smoking around kids, isn't it? But there's plenty of very much loved children who do have parents who smoke.
Yeah.
I think they're very picky about who's allowed to do it and the reasons they say you're not allowed to do it. And I think being overweight is a crap reason for not being able to foster or adopt children.
Yeah.
Personally, just my opinion. If it offends anybody, that's okay. You are welcome.
Chris says he'll tell more once it all goes through. Fingers crossed by March. Okay, well, we've all got our fingers crossed for you, and it'd be interesting to hear your story when it's when your story has an ending.
Yes.
And Carrie J says, "Let's see your charity shop purchases." I don't know where that came from. Have you got charity shop purchases?
Me, I went shopping to the charity shop this morning.
Oh, were you talking when I wasn't listening? Sorry.
If I'm brutally honest, it wouldn't be the bloody first time, would it?
No, absolutely not.
I'm going to get them.
Okay, I only have my charity shop purchases for the last 2 days consist of these Bowden pink velour jeans for my £1 challenge, this Wallace purple top, and this Noah shrug, which I'm not unfolding because it took me ages to fold it into something. It's got to go in a plastic bag in a minute. It took me ages to fold it up. So nothing very exciting for me, charity shop wise. But then I've only been in one since Christmas, and it's our local one. It's never very good. Never very good. So I can hear Caroline crashing around. Oh, look, the sun's disappeared. The housekeeper must have come back from her half day.
I put my photo backdrop thing behind the desk.
And you've nearly solved the problem. There's just one stripe down your face now.
Oh, for God's sakes. Where's that bloody coming from? Oh, well.
Diary Penny Pincher says, my local charity shop was selling everything for £1 yesterday. I was gutted to find everything back to full price today. Yeah, I would have been as well. Mind you, there'd have been nothing left. If everything was £1 yesterday, I'd have emptied it.
I think that might be it. There's still one.
That's fine. As long as you sit in the middle of those two blobs, it's fine.
Yeah, but I'm falling off the chair. Charity shop this morning, yes, the Heart Foundation was open. I walked into town with Ashley and only went in for 5 minutes because they had a sale sign in the window. And I only got two things, but I got this one, which is Bowden, size 18. Quite nice colours, cardigan. Size 18 or 16, £2.49.
Bargain.
Yeah, don't know what it's made out of. Cotton blend. Material, yes, cotton blend material. Bowden I'm finding very hit and miss at the moment. Don't know, I think Bowden's not as popular as it once was.
Humcrack Picker says, where's Wally?
Yes, it's exactly like that, isn't it?
You're not tempted to put it on and go around the shops hiding from Ashley?
Yeah. Marks and Spencer's. It's only grey. It's like a long, sort of variegated hem jumper dress thing.
I love your descriptive powers.
What?
I said, I love your descriptive powers.
There,
it's a long kind of jumper dress thing.
It's like Largan look, and it's that nothingy colour and stuff. But it's silk and cashmere. And
that colour is mole. M-O-L-E, mole.
It's beige, Carla. It's beige.
Mole.
Just going back, I noticed Janet Plant put in the chat further back. Sorry, that was £2.74, and I bought it because it was cashmere and silk. I wouldn't normally pick up Marks and Spencer's particularly, unless it was something amazing. But yes, Janet Plant put about further up in the chat. They were talking about putting colours and descriptions in the things when Heather was talking about her brown-red jumper.
Yeah.
A brown jumper that the buyer thought was red or whatever, and Janet said that she didn't put descriptions and colour, adjectives and colours. I can't remember what it said exactly, but I've noticed a few people putting these colour charts of, like, for example, all the different names you can call blue, cobalt, sapphire, blah, and I just think I've put in these. God, I can't speak. Caroline, stop. Think about what you want to say and formulate a bloody sentence. Jesus.
Couldn't be like it myself.
Yes, describing colours too descriptively in your titles, I think, is asking for trouble, personally.
Yeah.
I never get more specific than very possibly a navy blue, or I think, and these sort of paint chart type colour things that have been shared in a lot of the groups. It will end in tears. My idea of emerald green may be completely different from yours, Carla, and who's to say that either of us is right? I mean, obviously,
well, it'd be you. You'll be the one who's right on account of you owning emeralds and diamonds and rubies, and me only having cubic zirconia.
Yes, my house is like the Tower of London here.
Absolutely. Ryan wants to know, do we make New Year's resolutions as such? And if so, what's the one thing we'd like to do in 2018? But he wants two things. He wants one personal and one business.
Watch my channel in the next few days. I've got a video coming on this.
I haven't. Don't bother watching mine. I don't make New Year's resolutions. However, I intend to lose weight next year, and that's not a New Year's resolution. It's just I intend to lose weight. I lost some weight this year, then I put some weight back on, and next year I intend to nail it a bit more. Business-wise, no particular resolutions, although having noticed the slump in sourcing over the winter more this year, I'm going to maybe try and hammer it more in the summer. You know, I could go to a Saturday car boot sale and 2 Sunday ones in the summer, and I frequently don't through sheer laziness, and I'm starting to think I probably ought to. So,
yeah. I'm sort of thinking the same with regard to sourcing this year. I want to get...
And of course, sorry to interrupt you, but one of my excuses was that I don't have the room for lots of stock. That was my excuse, wasn't it? Over and over again. There's no point me buying tons of stuff. I've nowhere to put it. Now I do have somewhere to put it. So,
yeah. Your new loft.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Sib's off. He's going to pick up something from Spock. Bye, Sib K.
Bye, Sib K. I've never found anything worth buying on Spock. Actually, that's not true. I have bought a couple of things, but a long time ago. Yeah, I feel like I haven't made the most of the car boot season the last couple of years, and I really want to do that because car boots are so much better than charity shops. I mean, charity shops are fine, and I buy lovely stuff in charity shops, but I like the variety of what you can find in car boots more so than charity shops.
And the thing is that the charity shops do not see the value. So the things that I might buy from them that I might know the value of and be able to resell never even hit the shop floor. They go in through the donation door and out to the junk man door. I mean, I buy stuff. My regular car boot guy, he is a charity shop junk man. You know what I mean? He's the guy that goes and buys, and they give him all the junk that they don't want to sell.
Yeah.
It's never hit the shop floor. It goes in through the donations and straight to him because they go, no, we can't sell that. No, we don't want that. No, that's rubbish. He can have that. I go and buy it off him for peanuts. And I would never get that if it wasn't for him because, like I said, it would never hit the charity shop floor. They just don't want to sell it. They're not interested in selling that stuff. And yet there is money in it. The stuff that I sell, that I get from him, I make good money on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, and car boot season this year, that's a good challenge. Sorry.
Yeah.
What's the
resolution? To make more of the car boot season. And I'd like to be a bit better about researching stuff that could be worth more and selling it properly. So, for example, the bundles of Littlest Pet Shop. I sold a Littlest Pet Shop dog 2 days ago for 30 quid.
Good God.
And it makes me wonder what else, because I only picked out a few to sell individually, and the rest of them I got bored with researching because they're not easy to research. They're supposed to have a little number printed on them. It's an arse to find. I've got crap eyes at the best of times, so I'm peering at these things like this and getting really fed up of it. So I just bundled them and flogged them all off. And I know that I should be less lazy. I should try harder at this research because I know I'd make more money if I didn't always get bored and just flog it off as a job lot. So.
Yeah. And I want to work through my backlog as well. That's another resolution or goal or whatever. And I did really well in December. Minimal sourcing, really, apart from when I went out with Carla twice.
Do you think you would make more progress with your backlog if it was all in one place?
Well, I'm sort of doing that as I'm working through it.
Yeah. Because one thing I noticed when you showed me round, when I came to stay and you showed me round, you said, we went round and you were like, and this is listed, and then we went to another room and you went, this bit's not listed, and then we went to another room and you said, and this bit isn't listed, but this bit is. And I would have to have all the unlisted stuff would have to be in one place for me. That's where I keep my unlisted stuff. Otherwise, I think I would forget what was what for starters. And having it tucked away in little hidey holes in various places would make it much easier to deliberately forget about it because I don't have to see it.
Yeah, I am working towards that, genuinely. I've emptied out one whole area of where I kept stock. It's all completely gone. So
yeah,
I'm working towards that.
Yeah, like I said, my aim is to have all my unlisted in one place so that I can't ignore it. I can't pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, actually.
Yeah. Excuse me while I blow my nose.
I'm hoping that I just list it all. That's the aim. I've been going through stock this morning. I'll turn you around. You can probably see my shelving unit. Just
an empty shelf.
There's an empty shelf. In fact, there's 2 empty shelves.
Worship the empty shelf.
And you'll be so proud of me. I filled up 2 of those massive, great big laundry bag. You know, those plastic laundry bags of crap that wasn't selling to go to charity shop.
Oh, I don't know if I'm proud of you or not. I hate parting with it after I've bought it.
I've had it so long that I can't remember where I got it or what I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it was my own bits and pieces that I'd listed but just hadn't sold. So, yeah.
So, Gary says Caroline's stock needs to be in the same house. So she's got it spread amongst all of her estate. All of her property portfolio has got stock in it.
No, just here.
Chris B says, I hardly ever venture to car boots. I'm interested, Chris B. I'm assuming you are a reseller if you're watching this, unless you're just intrigued by these 2 weird women who are rambling. And if you are a reseller, where do you get most of your stock from? Is it charity shops or do you have some other plan? Carrie wants to know if we have another meetup planned. We haven't got a date planned, but no doubt that we will get together soon.
Yeah. Did you sell your machine silver truck thing? That was
micro machine.
That was a weird thing because was it a live stream with you I was talking about it?
Probably. I was probably banging on about you not having sold it.
Yeah, but it was listed at that point and it hadn't sold.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a live stream that I was talking about it anyway, or perhaps it was either by myself or with you. And it sold that very evening, but it sold to somebody very bizarre, and I was absolutely convinced that it was someone who had watched the live stream about it because it was such a coincidence that I talked about it.
I think sometimes it is. I think sometimes viewers go and buy things, which is lovely of you. Thank you very much, but it's always a bit odd.
But it was a weird person who only wanted, they said, could I buy, you know, it was like a big truck thing and it had lots of little truck things inside.
Yeah, and you had somebody who wanted a bit of it or something.
Yeah, they only wanted 5 of the, I think there was about 20 or 25 cars inside it, and they only wanted 5 of these cars. I said, no, I'm not interested in selling it. They wanted to make an offer. And long story short, they didn't want the whole thing. They only wanted the cars. And then they said they would buy the whole thing, but they only wanted all the inside cars, not the outside lorry. And I reduced the price a couple of quid, but wouldn't reduce it anymore. And then they bought it and they paid for it. And then they sent me all sorts of weird messages about wrapping it really safely. And I just thought it was a hideous thing going to happen. They just felt like they were going to be a real problematic customer. And they
sounded like a real weirdo. I think it was probably Ryan. Speaking of Ryan,
yeah.
How do you send your clothing normally? He says he uses a clear poly bag to store and a poly mailer to send. Some go in boxes if it's a coat. Yes, it stores in a poly bag. everything. There you go. Pick out an item. Everything's stored in a clear poly bag with a label on, and then showing you, look, demonstration. You don't get this on other people's channels because they know it's dull as shit. Into poly mailer, seal and post. That's what I do. Again, like I said, coats, I've got very large poly mailers, but if it's a very expensive one, then I'll box it because it looks nicer. And that's it. That's my process. I'm sure Caroline's something similar.
Yeah, I take it out the plastic bag and keep the plastic bag to reuse before I put it in the poly mailer, unless it's more than 20 quid, in which case it goes in the plastic bag inside the poly mailer.
All of mine goes in the plastic bag. It's all sealed. It's ready to go. It's flat. It's, yeah.
No, take it out. I'm too mean to send them a plastic bag as well.
They're about 0.0001p each, you tight arse.
Yeah, well.
Crispy says he or she is a reseller. Has a lot of good charity shops that save stuff for me to check before they put it out, and a couple of people that buy it at car boots and he gives them a drink on top.
What, people go and buy it at car boots for you to sell?
I don't know whether I like that. What if they buy you a load of rubbish?
And also, what's in it for them? Why would they not, if they're bothering to go to the car boot, why would they not buy it?
If they're going anyway, maybe.
I don't get that. I'm not criticising. I'm genuinely interested in the mindset of someone who would do that for someone else.
Al's Attic sends clothes the same as me, but doesn't bother the labels. The labels have changed my life. This sounds really ridiculous and evangelical, but to be able to flick through and find the right item in seconds without going, is this the right one? Maybe having to unfold it. Is it the right colour? Peering at the picture. The label is the printed title of the item, so I know immediately. I find stuff in seconds now. It's changed my life. Changed my life. Carrie says, how do you find the sold items once sold, as there is nowhere to put a location number on the item? Firstly, there is an SKU field in which you can put a location number if you want to. It doesn't show up on the listing, but it will show for you. A lot of people put a location number at the end of the title somewhere, you know, like box 1 or whatever.
That's what I do.
Mine is just filed in a system. So on the front of the boxes, I've got labels. For example, that one is dresses K2O. It's now on the floor. So if I've sold a Joe Brown's dress, I'll put that back on upside down. If I've sold a Joe Brown's dress, it will be in dresses A to J. And if you already know you're looking for a green Joe Brown's dress, it's not rocket science to open a box and find something green. So, and then, like I said, then there's a label on the back to confirm that you've got the right one. Yeah, but yeah, Gary says use the SKU field as well. Chris says the people who go to car boots for, they like buying, but they can't be asked to resell to take the time to post and all the rest of it. Ryan says, it's like the assistant I have, Caroline. Why would she sort, iron, bag, label my clothing? Why don't she do it herself? Because it's a lot of hassle storing, buying, selling clothing with returning, etc. Yeah, I wouldn't be someone else's assistant.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if people just want to earn a guaranteed amount of money and are happy to get up at 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, obviously, I want the profits myself. I don't want to help somebody else make their money.
No, it'd be a boring world if we all like to do the same thing, though, wouldn't it? Right.
Dear.
I guess we've been going on an hour.
We have, yeah. I haven't got anything worth saying. I didn't have anything worth saying when we started this, let alone now.
Yeah, it was a nice chat, though, wasn't it?
Buddy has passed wind, so now the air in this room is no longer pleasant.
That was information I didn't need.
I tell you what, when you come and stay, Caroline, you're going to get that information straight up both nostrils. Something to look forward to, isn't it?
We won't be friends.
Something to look forward to. He's extremely peaceful. He's breaking wind in his sleep.
Lovely, typical bloke.
It has been lovely talking to you all. Thank you all for tuning in. We've got 53 people watching, or at least we did. 3 of them just run away. At one point we had 53 people watching, which is lovely of you. I'm sorry we're so boring. I find us very boring, but apparently people like to watch.
Yeah.
No idea why.
Nice to see everybody in the chat anyway, yes.
Yes, it's nice to have a bit of catch up in this kind of odd period between Christmas and New Year. That's probably my cue to say goodbye.
Probably is. Postman could be. Happy New Year to everybody. Have a lovely
Happy New Year, everybody. Speak to you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.